Hello everyone, this is the part second of acute inflammation. Here we will discuss the reaction of the WBCs in inflammation. If you have not watched the first part where we discuss the reaction of the blood vessels, do watch that first, then move to this lecture. So going to the reaction of the WBCs in inflammation. So what does happen in inflammation is we discussed that there is vascular changes which will take place. The main function of the inflammation is to move the WBCs from the vessel into the extravascular tissue and from extravascular tissue to the area where it is needed, where the microbial infection or anything inducing the inflammation is there. Okay, so it has to reach over here. So we will discuss this part. Okay, first is recruitment of the leukocytes from the blood into the extravascular tissue. Then there is recognition of that microbe and the necrotic tissue, it will recognize. And lastly is removal of the offending agent by phagocytosis. In this video we will mainly focus on the first point. We will discuss these two in the next video. Now going to firstly what is recruitment of the leukocytes. Okay, now leukocytes have to move again. We have discussed from the vascular lumen into the extravascular tissue. This is known as extravasation. Now what will happen is there will be some changes which will take place in the vessel. Okay, we will discuss each one in detail. Okay, then there will be migration across the endothelium, this part, and lastly it will move towards the microbial infection, towards the chemotactic stimulus. Now going to the first point, what will happen in the lumen? So what will happen in the lumen is very complex, but we will discuss it slowly. So there is something known as rolling which will take place, margination which will take place. So let's move on to it. Okay, firstly there is something known as margination. What is margination? This is blood vessel. Okay, so mostly what happens is the blood flows like this. There is RBCs, mostly they are in the center, and WBCs are slightly peripherally placed in the flow. This is the central axial flow of the blood vessel, of the blood. Now whenever there is inflammation there is stasis. The stasis, when it takes place, what happens is the WBCs they assume more peripheral position, and this redistribution is known as margination. Okay, now margination has taken place. Now going to the next step, which is rolling. What is rolling is, so whenever there is margination, what happens is there is leukocytes, they start to roll. So they will adhere to the endothelium, but they will adhere to the endothelium transiently, and then they will detach, then they will again bind. This is known as rolling. And then after rolling has taken place, then there will be a point where there will be firm adhesion. Okay, now how rolling takes place is by selectins. Now rolling is mediated by a family of proteins which is known as selectin. There are three types of selectin. There is L-selectin which is present on WBCs. Okay, there is E-selectin present on endothelium, and P-selectin which is present on platelets and endothelium. Now try to understand. Let's see, this is a uh, E-selectin. So if this is a E-selectin, okay, it has to bind to the leukocyte. Okay, so there should be a ligand over here. This ligand will join this E-selectin and it will bind over here, but it will bind transiently and it will detach and bind again, and this is how rolling takes place. Okay, so going to what happens is, so here you can see this is a very beautiful diagram showing this is a WBC and this is endothelium, and here you can find there is E-selectin, there is P-selectin. Okay, and this is the ligand, this one, the Lewis modified glycoprotein. This is the ligand for E-selectin. Now you can see this green one is attaching over here to the E-selectin. This is how rolling will take place. The ligand and they will bind and the rolling will start. Now this is rolling, this is transient adhesion. Now going to the firm adhesion, it will take place with the help of integrin. This again another molecules, another protein, that is integrin. Now what will happen is how integrin will bind, will do that. Okay, so there is something released that is known as chemokines. These chemokines, they come and attach over here. Okay, they attach over here and they induce some changes in the integrin. Okay, the integrin, normally they are present closed. You can see over there, this is integrin. Okay, you can finding in a, this integrin is mostly present in low affinity state. Now but with the help of these chemokines, there are some changes by which the integrin changes to high affinity state, and now this integrin will bind its ligand, and this will lead to stable adhesion. Okay, now integrins, what are integrins? They convert the weak rolling interactions of the leukocyte into firm adhesions. So normally what will happen is, we have already discussed, normally they are in low affinity state, chemokines, they bind, they activate this and they convert it into high affinity state. And this, what happens is, after this is the firm adhesion takes place of the leukocyte to the endothelium. Now the leukocytes, they will stop rolling, they will adhere to that area, and their cytoskeleton is reorganized. There's leukocyte from this shape, they will move to a more flattened shape. They will reorganize the cytoskeleton and they will spread out on the endothelium surface. Okay, now we can see in this diagram also, they are flattening it out and they are changing their cytoskeleton. Now next step is migration through the endothelium. This is mediated by some molecule known as VCAM. Okay, before that, sorry, let's discuss the ligand for the integrin also. These molecules, they are binding the integrin. Okay, so what are these? This is also important. What are these molecules? They are VCAM and ICAM. Okay, the VCAM and ICAM, they are what? They are ligands for integrins. Okay, so VCAM is the ligand for one integrin known as VLF4, and ICAM is another integrin for LFA1 and MAC1 integrin. Okay, these are two more important, these are ligands. Okay, so already we have discussed that there is selectin. Selectin has its ligand and it will mediate rolling. Then same as that, you have on endothelium, there is ICAM and VCAM present, and you have integrin present on the leukocyte. They will mediate the adhesion. Okay, and this is a very important that now going to the leukocyte migration to the endothelium. Okay, that is known as diapdesis. The movement of the leukocyte from the migration of leukocyte through the endothelium is known as diapdesis or transmigration, and the role is played by chemokines. So the leukocytes, they will move from the area having low gradient of the chemokines to the high gradient, that means towards the microbe. This is how the leukocytes will move. But on molecular level, how they will move is with the help of, again, some molecules. These are present on the endothelium. This molecule known as PCAM. So this will let the WBC slide through. Okay, PCAM will let it slide through, and then the WBC will also secrete collagenases. Okay, some collagenases to digest this material, some collagenases so that it can move through the matrix, and then finally it will be moving towards the chemical gradient towards the area of microbes. Okay, so PCAM, and we have already discussed this. PCAM will mediate, and also the collagenases will mediate the movement. Okay, so this was all about the integrins, selectins, and the migration. We will discuss the phagocytosis in the next video. You can ask about this topic any questions if you have in the comment box. Okay, thank you so much.